All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Limitless Mindset Podcast. As always, just want to start this off and say thank you guys so much for those of you guys that drop in and listen and give me some of the feedback. I love hearing what you guys are implementing in your own businesses, your guys' own personal lives. That's the reason I do this, is to add value to you guys. So I absolutely love hearing some of the feedback, some of the DMs. I appreciate you guys always sharing this with other people you know that could benefit from hearing it. It's just super cool. So I wanted to take a quick moment, give a little gratitude and say thank you guys so much for that. Today, I wanted to jump into something that I think is very important as we head into the 4th of July weekend. And one thing I want you guys to really think about is take some time to reflect on how far you guys have actually come in life. Now, I know this is a little bit different message for me, where I'm always talking about pedal to the metal and going. But today, I wanted you guys to take a few moments as you're listening this to really take inventory of where you're at in life and how far you guys have actually come. I'm no different than you guys, where I get super busy. I've got my eye on the prize. I'm always looking to scale. I'm always looking to grow. Nothing's ever enough. I'm never satisfied. And in a lot of ways, that mentality has always served me. The one downfall to that is I will admit that sometimes I don't always take time to stop and appreciate how far I actually have come and appreciate a lot of the things that I've worked very hard to build myself for. I'm always looking down the road. I'm always looking for that next goal. I'm always looking for that next cool car to buy. I'm always looking for that next, achievement, accomplishment, always keeping my eyes down the road. That every once in a while I have these moments of gratitude where I actually stop and I look around and I think back to where I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and I'm actively living a life that I never thought I would actually live. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of you listening to this today, if you were to take a quick 10 minutes out of your day today as you're hearing this to reflect, you'll take inventory of what you really have and how far you guys have actually come. And I think that that's very important, because the downside to always chasing big goals and big dreams is that it takes away and robs some of your happiness in today. This is a very fine balance that a lot of people have to learn to work with, myself included. If we never take inventory of what we have going on at our current life, our current present situation, the things that we do have within our possession, the relationships we have, the car we drive, the house we live in, our health, our wellness, our mindset, all the things that we've worked very hard to acquire, and we don't pay any attention to those, and we're always looking for that next thing, it's often a tunnel to unhappiness, right? It's one of those things I know for me that you never quite feel satisfied, which, like I said, is a good thing. But the downside to that is you've worked very hard to get where it is you guys are at. I have, I know you guys have, I know those of you guys listening to this have all gone through a lot of struggles and challenges to get where you guys are at your current point in life right now. And I know that you've got a long way to go and you guys are still focusing on growing and scaling. But again, guys, just wanted to leave that message with you on this, July 4th week. Take a little bit of time, take inventory. A lot of people have worked very hard to, give us the freedoms that we have today to grow. I'm extremely thankful for this company, like any other situation, any other relationship, any other business or company. Of course, we got our problems as a country that we're working through as people, but ultimately, America provides the option and the ability to grow and scale a business and really do whatever it is that you guys want to do. This country has afforded me the freedoms to build an absolutely incredible life for myself. Truth be told, something I never thought I would even ever have at this level that I currently now. Comes with a lot of work, comes with a lot of sacrifice, but it also comes with a lot of opportunities that this country has provided to myself and provided to you as well. So just take inventory of that and be thankful for how far you guys have come. The second thing I want to talk about today that I think is very important is I think for you guys to see some success today in your businesses and your overall health and wellness and your guys' relationships in all areas and all aspects of life is going to sound kind of crazy compared to a lot of the direction that we're moving as a country and as a society with technology. But I can tell you guys what's working very well for me is I made a decision going about 6 months ago, right into this year, that I wanted to take things back to basics and I really wanted to deepen my relationships that I had with people. I was so focused on growing and scaling in the next that I found that I was often losing touch on this process of maintaining good relationships that I had with people that were very important with me. I wasn't investing enough time in that. Past clients, friends, family, things like that. I was really losing touch with the human side of things and focusing on scaling. And, today's day and age, what do we all talk about? It's about the automations, these systems, these processes, all these things you can do to streamline, to make your life as easy as possible. And ultimately it cuts down on human interaction. If you guys think about when you go into grocery stores, all the checkout lines, right? You don't always have cashiers anymore. It's just people walking up and scanning their card, right? Everything is trying to replace the human interaction today in society. And I think that this is a massive opportunity for you guys to really increase your profitability in your business by just taking a little bit of time to humanize the sales process, humanize the customer service process, stop looking for ways to automate everything in your business, automatic emails, automate the sales process. Take it back to the basic fundamentals of just doing what's right for people, solving problems for people, building relationships with people, that human interaction, that human connection. And I think if you guys go all in on this right now, where you guys are at in life, and this goes for your relationships too. If you guys think back 20 years ago, before we had cell phones attached to our hip and we had the internet and we had all of these things at our disposal to communicate, we used to have a lot of verbal communication with people. You had to pick up the phone, right? I remember being a kid and picking up the phone and calling my grandma and having an actual conversation. Today's day and age, hardly anybody wants to talk on the phone. They just want to shoot a text message now. They just want to send an email. They do everything that they possibly can to eliminate actual conversations with people. And as a result right now, I have found that is needed more than ever in our current society, right? A lot of people these days are missing an opportunity to just go back and start talking to people. Pick up the phone. Hey, just checking in on you. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to say hi. Was just thinking about you. If you think about somebody picking up the phone and just placing a phone call, not needing anything from you, just simply saying, hey, hope you're having a good day today. I appreciate you. I was randomly driving down the road and wanted to call and just say hello. Think about how much more impactful that would be to you than somebody just sending you a text message saying hi, like everybody else does these days. And so I think that there's a huge opportunity right now for all of us to go back to some of that human interaction, right? It's going full circle. Technology was the latest craze, but the problem is it's so saturated these days. Everybody's getting text messages. Everybody's getting emails. Everybody's getting served ads on social media, that I think what is standing out the most is that true, genuine human interaction and connection that we can pay attention to our employees, our colleagues, our customers, our family, our friends. If you guys really put a hard focus these next 6 months on deepening and strengthening your relationships by actually picking up the phone and having verbal conversations with people, maybe making an effort to reach out and go grab dinner with people instead of just sending them that generic text message, I think you guys will find some massive, massive improvements over in your overall quality of life. I can tell you guys, for me, this is something that I've been going really hard on. It's actually spending time with people, picking up the phone for people that matter to me. When they shoot me a text message, I won't even hardly text back. Those that know me, you guys know this is true. I'll actually pick up my phone and just place a phone call and have a verbal conversation, because I think it's more personable and it allows me to really, show that I appreciate them, get a few extra words in than just a generic no-tone text message. So I wanted to leave that thought with you guys today, because as great as this country is, and as great as technology is, and as great as all the things we have at our disposal and fingertips to live in an absolutely incredible life, I can't help but sometimes think that as a society as a whole, we're moving in the wrong direction as we dehumanize everything in the process. I think it's important that we maintain the human aspect of communication and relationships with people. So me personally, this is an area that I have chosen to really focus on, and I hope that you guys choose to focus on it in your business. I can tell you so far, I've had deeper relationships this year by picking up the phone and just talking to people, making a little bit of an effort to invite them to go hang out or go hang out with people, maintaining these relationships and these friendships, calling and checking in on people instead of just sending them text messages when I can tell they're going quiet and haven't heard from them, following up with past clients instead of just sending a generic text or an email, actually pick up the phone and check in on them and say hello and, celebrate their birthdays and things like that. And it has paid me dividends in returns as far as a higher quality relationship goes with these people. My business has grown. My mindset's grown. My overall level of happiness has grown as I'm increasing my human interaction with people again, instead of having everything digitized. So I hope that you guys decide to give this a shot in your business, your relationships, your personal lives. And I think that you guys will find a massive improvement across the board. And I think you find that it's a little bit easier mentally for you because you're just taking it back to basics. You're not looking for all these crazy automations. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You're going back to, maintaining relationships and building relationships the way it's been done for thousands of years before us. And that is just through human interaction and not trying to outsource that and digitize everything and, exclude yourself out of the equation when it comes to actually showing your personality to people and what's most important. So as always, I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible 4th of July. I hope you guys take a little bit of time to reflect on all the great things that are going on in your life. Stop, look over your shoulder, take a look back at how far you guys have actually come in life. Look at the progress you guys have made. I know we're all on that path to success. We're on that path of growth. We're on that path to forward movement. Just make sure you guys are looking over your shoulders and really, take an inventory of how far you guys have come. And as always, if you guys are ever looking for a group of like-minded individuals, I have a private coaching group. It's called the Limitless Mindset Community, where we focus on all things mindset and business related. You guys can find that at www.blakeclark.com or by simply clicking the link in any of my social media bios. And as always, guys, let's get out there. Let's crush it.